To investigate the conditions of our legal advice centres, we went out to Orange Farm to see Brix Makolo. He's where people go when they have a legal problem, but they can't afford a lawyer. Brix is a community paralegal that has been giving legal advice to residents for 30 years. He helps people with evictions, wrongful dismissals, and runs workshops to educate people on their rights.
The place is hot.
In here?
It's like you are in the oven.
So like now we're in a sort of iron sort of box.
Yeah. It's hot. When it's winter, it's cold. You are like in the mortuary.
Next to his metal box office is a corrugated iron waiting room where clients must sit on the floor because there aren't enough chairs. Brix gives advice for free to over 15 clients every day. This is Brix's client, Mr. Buddy, who has a squatter on his land and needs Brix's help to get him off. Paralegals like Brix had a strong role during apartheid, when they were the best and sometimes only way for black South Africans to get access to justice. Today, people need to know their legal rights more than ever.
Before I told you that I'm an activist.
Yeah.
The work of the community paralegals, they are activists. It's not just to give a legal advice and leave a person, but you also empower, you liberate a person.
Yeah.
Now the true liberation is promoted by the community advice officers. We committed ourselves that we need to promote access to justice.
Yeah. And the money you get for this is from the government?
From the European Union.
Oh, it's from the European Union. Is there a more specific way?
But it comes through Foundation for Human Rights.
Oh, so none of it comes from the government at all?
None. I'm surprised. Why? Because we thought that the advice offices will be supported by the government, because we are promoting the constitutional right.
But the community paralegals are being discarded. There were over 600 advice centres in 2000, and today there are only 241. 600 to 241, and nothing to replace them. The Legal Rights Bill has no definition for a community paralegal. Ironically, our new constitution has excluded the activists who taught people their legal rights during the struggle. What is that guy doing out there? The sound?
Oh, the sound outside, we try to fix up the gate.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because we experienced burglary from this office. There's a lot of crime.
They managed to raise 12,000 Rand a month from turning most of the centre's space into a recycling project. There are giant bins of cans and bottles. Teams of people sort the rubbish, crush cans, and wind plastic. Brix Centre of 2 community paralegals and 1 administrator needs 20,000 Rand a month to run. But some organisations are looking into ways for community paralegals to get more money and more recognition. The Wits Justice Project recently hosted a breakfast to discuss the future of community paralegals and how to use them to relieve the criminal justice system of its huge workload.
And justice is about people who do something wrong, paying, going through the system and actually being in prison for the time that the law says they should. Yeah. But if we are wasting our resources on people who shouldn't be there, then that means the guys who did it are getting away.
Yeah.
So that's why we're so keen on strengthening the criminal justice system through things like community paralegals, so that the pressure and the stress on the criminal justice system is lessened, so that the guys who do it are caught and are staying behind bars for the right amount of time. You're saving money, but you're also really affecting people's lives quite significantly, because the trauma of going through that for you and your family and your communities is quite something.
Yeah.
And this is my issue, is if you're innocent, you haven't done it, then you should really not be having to wait you shouldn't be wrongfully arrested, and you shouldn't have to wait for the end of your trial for years sometimes.
Well, what did you think of the Wits breakfast the other week?
Oh, the message was very good. I was happy to find that there are people who are concerned about the work of the community paralegals. And then the research that has been conducted, and the report that was presented at the breakfast encouraged us as community paralegals that something is going to happen.
Look, people haven't stopped going to nurses and doctors.
Yeah.
Just because we've got first aiders, right?
Yeah.
And at our breakfast, you saw there was a gentleman there from Soweto, from a community advice center there. He says, we don't tell people that we're lawyers. We tell them we are not lawyers.
Yeah.
We tell them this is the time for you to get a lawyer.
Yeah.
We give them options.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things you can do without recourse to a lawyer, actually. And just knowing what your rights are, that's huge.